Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Mythology Replay. Spawn on the left side is the blue Hades, we got Deimos. Spawn on the right side is the red Uxie, we got SnackButt. Of course, when it comes to Smash Up, both of them do sell a bit of range, but of course Nuwa does offer some cavalry focus. When it comes to the base gods, we do have Hades, which is focused on ranged soldiers and buildings. Bit of shades, we got more hit points for myth units, range and line of sight for ranged soldiers, increased range for his fortifications with free ballistics burning pitch, very nice. Nuwa does provide focus on peasants, the unique villager Kafus, and defense. Favored lands automatically, foundations automatically constructed on favored lands. Building spread favored line range by 1 further, and of course plus 10% cavalry hit points, so she is definitely a bit more focused on cavalry. When it comes to the initial minor gods, I got Athena's and Ares. So in this case, Hades could eye for a bit more counter cavalry, but still have to worry about, like, say, Chukonus and other fire archers as a common unit. Range Pierce armor here can be quite nice, as well as increase your hoplite range and damage to help deal with cavalry. I'm more biased towards Ares myself, though Restoration is a good god power. Primarily through the Spear of Panic gives hoplites 1 divine damage, as well as Prodromos, the counter cavalry unit, 1 divine damage as well, which could multiply quite nicely. High passes enabled early plus 50% damage shouldn't be too important in this matchup, but Toxa's having plus 10% damage does complement Ares' range focus as well. We do have Zuan Nu being queued on up. I'm going to slow down as the stuff starts aging up. Zuan Nu does provide the Vanished God power, the Quillen, a mobile healing myth unit similar to Valkyries. Divine Books makes your training yards cheaper and trains unit faster, which is very nice. Not the training yard units, or it just makes the training yard itself cheaper. And of course you get some free units every so often that replace your lost ones. So 1 every 5, which is similar to Hades Shades, which is probably better, honestly. Scale is probably better. Oops, my apologies, I hit my microphone. Ajax summoned. We do have now Athena being queued on up as well. And we got the creation there. You summon some clay peasants, some terracotta peasants, eyeing to deploy some structures, military camp, and machine workshops. What kind of machine workshop build in this age? Ah, yeah, that's where you get the fire archers. I always forget it's on the training yard. Training yard can be built very quickly. It does give access to the frontline swordsman, counter cavalry, and a counter range. Fey Pleasant still have a bit of time to work with if he wants to go for more stuff. Going for some Dallas Swordsman, just a frontline swordsman. Well, it's a bit heavy in gold, cheap in food, which can be not great. Push for some clay peasants, maybe I deployed some proxy towers. Or at least just trying to use a bit of meat shield. Meat shield they do offer ×4 damage versus towers, so that can be quite nice. Got some sentinels here to help protect himself. No watchtowers, so the sentry tower is not super important. Sentinels taking some damage there. Got some fire archers helped engage it. It is classified as structure rather than myth unit, so it does not receive bonus damage from heroes. And it does use Vanished God power to save the colon. Not sure if that was used to save that one, but it was utilized. And the creation is still active. Don't know if any of those clay peasants are still around though. Ajax here, and we do have watchtowers here, so he has some extra defenses. Idle village here is not good. Ajax and Achilles push right forward to engage these Dallas swordsmen. Getting some military academies now. Let's have some Toxates being queued up as well. Toxates probably have a good call, help deal with the Dao Swordsman, as well as being effective with fire archers. Achilles is going after the Quillen, 27 health. They may get smited down next attack, because it looks like it's going to be about 80 damage, barring hack armor. Starting to heal himself. And it looks like they do have the same movement speed, so. Watchtower and Sentinel over here. Norm the Minotaur has been called back. Pioneer's trying to engage Norm the Minotaur. They're like similar to Ajax with a times 11 multiplier. Oh, this is a Tusk of Dan Kang. It does give them free pigs, and that is infinitely something. You don't have to immediately butcher them. They immediately butcher them. Another idle villager over here. Who's at Pop Cap, which is a bit of a problem. Needs to build some more housing. And also lacking food for more villagers. In fact, has very little villagers on food at the moment. The chickens are being obtained. You have to go up north to these boar. Or start eating the goats. Red's starting to fall back a little bit. Going for husbandry. Red's not trying to commit anything. Blue has a decent defense force, and regardless which flank Red attacks, there's going to be extra defensive structures here. And push too far in, then the backline sentinels will also provide some fire support. Looks like Red's going to make a commitment up north. Some of these villages are starting to go on down. Now noticeable, since the temple is down, these shades will not spawn, but I believe they still get queued. So in theory, there could be a shade bomb if it builds another temple. One way you can throw some shade at the opponent. The Quillen gains some nice health regen there, nice aura health regen. Restoration summoned by Blue. Northern Minotaur got a pretty good attack there. Achilles not focused on the Quillen. Scout's also in the mix. Of course, Peltas is an age 3 unit, so can't pull out Peltas to counter off all of these units. May need to get out a stable, gets out some Hippus. These additional defensive structures are going down. Another Quillen on the build queue, going for some more Dao Swordsmen. More hoplites, more Toxates. We do have now, it looks like a Quillen upgrade. Increase their healing rate by 5 and increase their radius by 5, and that's going to be a massive radius. I don't know if the aura effect stacks. Usually aura effects don't stack, but maybe they do. Ren may want to start eyeing from medium. Yep, he is eyeing from medium infantry. Very nice. I don't think Blue should be eyeing these military or economic upgrades until the defense is successful. But he will be getting it. You now have Age Up queued on up. Gomong. Not enough resources for it. Hades is also lacking food. It's going for Sarasia and Aegis Shield. Watchtower's going to go on down now. Sentinel's going to go on down there. Hercules is almost knocked out. Another Ajax being summoned. Ajax does get knocked out there. One of the clones do go down. The other one's pretty close to death. Tox stays in pretty good numbers. Fire Archers will not counter Tox stays, but he does have some Javeliers to counter them. And he has rebuilt the temple there, so does summon a handful of Shades. Tox stays in pretty good numbers right now. Fire Archers will have trouble versus them. They have right now 4.4 DPS versus 6.6 with a slower DPS, so 6. These forces being healed on up. These forces not really being pursued, just are supported, so did lose some a bit unnecessarily. We now have Gomong being deployed on the field to give him a unique myth unit that's more close to a siege weapon. We got some farms being established by Blue. Blue has quite a bit of infrastructure being established up here as well. Start collecting up berries and all that sort. Blue has 2 towns of villager queues going. Red has been so focused on the assault that has not been paying attention up north whatsoever. Blue now has 65 versus 49. Got some siege crossbows being established now. Villagers falling fall back. A couple summons in the back line provide some fire support, nothing too significant though. Tao Wu push forward. Clone takes some damage there. Ajax trying to hit the Tao Wu now. He decides to charge around. Blue has a staggering number of these Tox stays in the field. Blue team is trying to engage. Tao Wu's not exactly high DPS versus human soldiers. Trying to go for a silo here, probably for that what's called the favored lands effect. Tao Wu knocks around these forces. He's going for the force protection, but this is on the side which is not resilient at all. But we'll get some good coverage. Townsend, of course, has been destroyed. He, of course, sells this other Townsend and sells more civilian it's on the field. Red does have a larger force in the field, going another clone, going more fire archers. Blue's now going to be eyeing for Aphrodite. Curse God Power will probably be deployed immediately upon aging up, just to help call these numbers. Sentinel's gone down there. Looks like New Wu is out of gold and is going to have extreme trouble to maintain this push without that gold. Going for the Tao Wu, which does cost food and more Javeliers. So Red's gold needs to be rectified. Looks like got a good wave of villagers heading down south for the winter. Temple takes some damage here, pulls back the villagers. Blue has a nice number of villagers. Blue's not aging up, does not get the free Nemean Lion since he has lost his temple. Though Chiron right now would be quite nice up to all these myth units at range. And now he finally has access to Peltas, exactly something he's been needing for quite some time. And has established another town center over here. Fortress being established back here. I wonder if Red has spotted that town center. Probably not. Nope. Not even scouted out. He is aware of this town center here, at least. Oops, I actually had the game pause. I hit the pause button. More hoplites. Got levies being researched by Blue, as was going for heavy ranged units. Copper breastplate for Red, and is on age up again, going for Gong Gong for the Quilong. Blue's army's coming a little bit piecemeal, that's not great. But he has a pretty good queue of forces there. Does use the Vanish God power to help hide these forces. I don't think there's any way to reveal them. Nothing to spot them. 20 seconds it'll last. Blue needs to... Actually, you could keep an eye on this unit there. You can see the Tao Wu is slowing down formation. Is a pretty slow myth unit. The siege crossbow's not exactly any faster as well. Oh, and there, somehow the garden just now activated there. But does take out the structure there, so no more garden or forest protection. You now have the Zhang Zia being queued on up, as well as a sage. Fortress being established over there. Villagers taking some damage there. Toxic's getting hit. Kawu decides to barge in through everything. First summon there. Kawu still causing problems there. There's still a decent amount of Mythos there. Chiron charges way forward. Blue's army got quickly disintegrated there. Red's army is 138 versus 71 at the moment. Golden Apple's music just was fortified town center. Fortified towns have now flown a field, help even the max population issue. I pass this and Shade's being summoned. Toxic is trying to gauge the White Horse Cavalry. Looks like a mirror image of a Shade. I'm not sure what actually got converted, or whatever that was. Siege crossbows push forward, trying to go for some counter siege actions, getting hit by the Petrobolos. It looks like it has held on. Shades are advanced trying to get these Javeliers. Blue's trying to regroup his forces. Shades being summoned in large numbers. Red's a pop cap once again, needs to eye for this town center here. We got some red piggies here that can be eaten. Red right now has a massive stockpile of gold, has no food though, nor wood. Red is a little bit low on everything, but has some gold reserve. More of a float than a reserve. Cavalry's some big picked off there. Now it's in counter range versus counter range. We got a number of fire archers in the front line. Petrobolos charging too far forward. More Shades being summoned now. Blue's trying to fall back there, trying to regroup his forces. Got 52 versus 96 military units in the field. There's still a good number of Javeliers in the field. It now has an army of 104. And not pop cap. Blue has an army of 61. Of course, not a pop cap either. Siege crossbows now trying to hit the fortified town center. Hoplites and Shades now trying to take out some of the siege weapons. Peltas push way forward. Pioneers, of course, classified as range. They take bonus damage from the Peltas. So does the Zhang Zaya, so Peltas will do bonus damage versus him. Ajax here intercepting the Quillen while the cavalry takes out the Petrobolos. Looks like Blue's now trying to obtain this town center there. Pigs will perhaps spot this. Red and Blue may want to get out some more fortifications over there. Got restoration deployed up Blue to top off everything's health. Very nice. The cavalry still causing issues with Peltas. A couple hoplites straight forward. At this point in time, I think you may want to go for more for Dromos. Chiron does take out the Quillen there, while siege crossbows are pushing way forward. Another Tao Wu now being put on the field. Red's trying to fall back down south. These forces are trying to fall back away from blue as well. Siege crossbows starting going down, Tao Wu advancing. More production being established here. Tao Wu charges way forward or backwards. And you've got crenellations now being researched. Gold and food reserve has been consumed. Tao Wu charged way forward, knocking around everything. And blue's trying to fall back. Some of the peltasts being hit by the various units. More peltasts, more hoplites. Chiron or Achilles being redeployed. Or the Tao Wu's being summoned. And the temple is receiving fire from the Petrobolos, which does get knocked out by the White Tiger Cavalry. Or White Horse Cavalry. I keep on combining the two names. You got the Tiger Cavalry and the White Horse. Not the White Tiger. Fortress now under fire. Shades do not do both same myth units like most myth units, because they're meant to be free and cheap and not great. Start to knock around more of those units now. It's starting to be picked off there. Right now, blue has an army size of 126 with an army size of 55. Red right now is just having only seen Q of his units, which is not great. And blue is starting to get out some donkey caravans, not a bad idea. Siege crossbows have gone down. Does of course have the burning pitch upgrade, or will get it for free once he ages up again. Oh wait, is it because... No, Burning Pitch is H3, right? Never mind. If Splitstick's H3, Burning Pitch H4, blah. That's what it was. I don't know why I keep on thinking Burning Pitch is H3. Well, the cabin's being picked off one time. Red has an army size of 11. Has enough resources of various stuff, so I'm not sure what he's eyeing at the moment. I think he's just out of production structures, isn't he? Yeah, he's actually out of production structures. He's been going for a single queue of stuff. It's slowly being picked off one at a time. Ajax is stabbing villagers. And since Red never really invested in his infrastructure, since he's had some of the front line over here, never really utilized it all too much. Going for more White Cavalry. Apologies with my microphone. Farms are under siege as well, under threat. And Red has resigned. It's Angrade saying, "Keep watching," and on to the next replay.